The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
Now, we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And that gets things running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Mbappe. Pressure coming in from all directions.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
He's in space and looking for options. Albertini. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is good alertness. Rice. And he's had it nicked away. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Camavinga. And it's Azar. Camavinga providing an outlet on that flank. Albertini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Out of play for a goal kick. Albertini can see things, others simply cannot. Strong running down that left flank. Van Nistelrooy.
Sao Paulo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming.
And Van Nistelrooy! And he's there to belt it away. Camavinga. Azar. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Looking for options for movement. Kubasi plays it all the way forward. Donadoni. Driving. Donadoni! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Donadoni is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold plays it, and he shoots! And now they can spring out of defence. And he's taking no chances there. And no, that was never going to make it. And that pass just didn't quite work. Nicely weighted ball.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Szoboszlai. Oh, that's fabulous. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Great run on the overlap here. Lovely feet. And he lines up a cross. And he's taking no chances there. Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And it's Camavinga. Rice. It's Camavinga. Van Dijk. Half-time getting close now. Donatoni. Fernandes. This looks promising. Decent chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Now it's Fernandes. And he's straight offside. Dani Olmo. Azar. And it's Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Platini. And he's intervened well there. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Manchester United really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
So off we go once more.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get...
Chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Musso getting this one clear. Over to the left. Now it's Camavinga. Fernandes wins the duel this time. Probing pass. And it's made its way to him. Camavinga. Azar. For Rice. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Platini. That's the keeper's ball. Yamal. Now it's Platini. Oh, it's a great ball here. Pass somewhat off target.
Osimhen really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Messi. Rice opts for safety.
The attendance for
Well
this
into the
match
second
was
half, and still there's nothing between them. Now it's Platini. Gets a good foot in there. Looking for the run. Camavinga chooses to go cross-field. Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Mbappe. Sao Paulo have reclaimed it. Fernandes. That has not gone well. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rice. And Dani Olmo. Great ball if he can get there. It's a promising position. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Dani Olmo. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Yamal. And it's Messi. Spread out to the left. Hazard. Alexander-Arnold was in no mood for any of that. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 45, Osman.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Platini. Number 19.
Pinches it off him.
Van Nistelrooy.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Number 8, Kukcu. Number 17, Raul.
Soboslai has been caught there, it's a foul. And here's Soboslai, bops him off it and wins back the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It's a good run down the right. Played into space. Spread neatly. Tries a shot! Yes, it's in! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Number 13, Zielinski.
Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. I think we're just about done here. Well, that looks a decent ball. And Messi! Tried the volley, but no.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
He's a sharp little ball here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's picked it up out wide. In with the challenge. And he's heaved it away. And that has left him in a heap. Looking to play him in. And that is that. Manchester United have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Manchester United leave it. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, no joy this time. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy purring through the gears. Szoboszlai. Albertini. And it's Fernandes. Out towards the flank. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Foden. Van Dijk. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Ball swung in. Sommer deals with that nice and simple. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, good shot at goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? So it is still 0-0.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's picked his way through. Big header! They've scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, that's fabulous. Platini. Fernandes. Now that looks a decent ball. And he shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Good ball, good take. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He is through here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Serginho.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Tries to pass it through. Yamal, he's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Platini. Now it's Osimhen. Van Nistelrooy. There's the shot! We've got a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Number 19, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Manchester United grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Fires it in low. And that was very necessary.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Szoboszlai. And it's Camavinga.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's there to clear it. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Van Nistelrooy. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's very neat. Cross goes in there. Oh, shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Olise is there to clear. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Osimhen. It's come to nothing.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can we see? And he's had a hit! They've got to be quick to recover this. Alexander-Arnold. And Serginho. And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Manchester United really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
So it's back to business. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Platini. Goes back. And it's Fernandes. Lovely bit of skill. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Can he stop it going out? Yamal, who's set up 1 goal so far. Alexander-Arnold. Played down the flank.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. It's a throw-in. The pass has gone astray. Mbappe. Olise. Szoboszlai. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And that pass just didn't quite work. Serginho. Alexander-Arnold. He has found a way through. Threads one in. He's got away. He's in space and looking for options. Van Dijk tries to clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Camavinga attempts a clearance.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Played towards the front line, and he's been shifted off it. Serginho. And it's Szoboszlai. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Serginho. Knocks it into space.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Now it's Platini. That's been cut out, well played. Olise. And it's Van Dijk. Serginho. Looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Messi. Serginho. Szoboszlai. Spread out to the left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's managed to get free. Yamal! He scores! And again they hit the front. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Substitution in progress.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Manchester United may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
No, that's been intercepted. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Yamal.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly...
Messi! Should have equalised.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Substitution on the field. Number 27, Serginho. Coming on the field is number 19, Ruben Neves.
So there's going to be another change here.
Substitutions taking place.
Ruben Neves. Out to the left it goes. Can he get it through? Oh, played through for the wide man. Big chance! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Chelsea go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Lovely feet. Cross to the back post. Camavinga tries to clear and claimed it back swiftly. Ruben Neves, over to the left.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found a way through. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. And this is Raul. He's on the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. Foden. Pinches it off him. And it's Messi. Raul.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Van Dijk. To Ruben Neves. He's looking wide. That's a shade optimistic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Time for a change in personnel. Yamal being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Number 18, Trincao. Number 9,
Oh, it's Raul.
Di Maria.
And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very